I am here in Dupree Lakes, located right off of State Route 41 and Collier Parkway. You can actually get to Dupree Lakes either from 41, head down Erin Cutoff, or from Collier Parkway. So at Dupree Lakes, currently there are only 2 homes active for sale. However, there were 30 homes that sold in the last 6 months. The average price for the homes that sell in Dupree Lakes, it ranges. The low in the last 6 months was about $228. The high was about $425. In Dupree Lakes, the average price per square foot of the home, right? So that's a really easy indicator to figure out what a home is worth, the price per square foot. That doesn't take into consideration a pool, an eye, how updated or old your kitchen is. But the price per square foot in Dupree Lakes over the last 6 months was $121.64. Dupree Lakes is a really cool community because they have this fantastic clubhouse. I'm actually at the clubhouse right now. You can see behind me there's soccer fields, there's basketball courts. I'm looking at the tennis court right ahead. There is a clubhouse here that you can rent out for private events, and there's also a pool. I think some of Dupree Lakes residents' favorite things are the wide sidewalks. There's dog walking stations throughout the whole neighborhood, and you always see folks jogging, walking their dogs, riding bikes. Actually just see someone riding a bike in the background right now. So Dupree Lakes has a pretty low HOA. It's about $80 per year. There is a CDD in this community, and I know people get confused about a CDD. And I can kind of break it down quickly, but we can always get into more about that if you'd like. CDD is a community development district fee, and that helps the builders fund the neighborhood, right? To put in all the new streets, the lights, the electric, the water, the sewer, everything that needs to be put in. But in a community like Dupree Lakes, you also get all of these really great amenities. So the CDD does depend on your home price and the size, but in Dupree Lakes, the average is around $2,000 a year. Cool thing about CDD though is that's in your tax bill. So it's part of your tax deductible if you do an itemized deduction. Obviously talk to your tax professional about that, but a CDD is combined in with your tax bill. Some neat history about Dupree Lakes is this was actually Dupree Gardens at one point, and it was opened in 1940, and it was touted as 17 miles north of Tampa. Dupree Gardens had, I think it was 25 acres of not only local foliage and botanicals, but things brought in from around the world. So right off of Erin Cutoff, there is a small marker, actually a historic marker that shares Dupree Gardens. So it's neat to see the history in these different subdivisions, what they were at one point and what the builders had made of them. So there are, as I had stated, only 2 homes actually active for sale in Dupree Lakes as of today, Saturday. If you're interested in getting information on either of those homes or seeing them, you can give me a call or text me at 813-767-3248. If you live in Dupree Lakes and you are interested in finding out what your home is currently worth right now, send me a message, DM me, and I will be happy to talk to you about what your home is worth. I know we always see there's different websites that we can find our home worth on, and that sometimes gives us a good idea. But again, how I had mentioned earlier, that price per square foot, that's kind of all they use. So it's an algorithm that's put together, so they don't take into consideration things like the location, if you're on a conservation lot or if you're an interior lot, if you have a pool, if your kitchen's updated or if it's 35 years old. One other thing that I do want to add about Dupree Lakes is the school district that it's currently zoned for. So we are only less than 5 minutes from Pineview Elementary and Pineview Middle School, which are top-rated schools in Pasco County. Pineview Elementary does have the IB program now, and we are also right down the road from Land O'Lakes High School, which is one of the top Pasco high schools as well. So it is nice that you're zoned in that area, and there are quite a few different charter schools in the area that I know that are right down the road. Countryside Montessori is right down the road. There's busing to Imagine. Classical Prep isn't that far away, so there's definitely some other schools that are in the area as well. If there is a specific subdivision that you would like to get more information about, let me know. Drop a comment in the notes below or message me and I can get you information. You know, it's about more than just purchasing a home, right? We want to fall in love with the home that we're going to be buying and living in, but we also need to know about the neighborhood. You know, how far am I from the grocery store, from activities, from the schools, from my job, those things that are important to you. So what I try to do is help you understand that whole picture. So yeah, the house is great. It has the cabinets and the counters that I want. It has, you know, the amount of bedrooms I want, but there's so much more to it for some folks when they're buying that they need to take that all into consideration. And again, when you're selling, you need to sell more than just the home. It needs to be about the neighborhood. And again, what's important to the buyers. Every buyer is a little bit different. So you need to make sure that you're hitting on all of that. So I thank you for watching. Again, call me or text me 813-767-3248 if you have any questions about Dupree Lakes and if you'd like to know anything about any other subdivisions on this subdivision Saturday. It's a beautiful day. I hope you make it a great one. Thanks.